going on, boss? How you doing, man? Nothing much, man. Just it's a Saturday night. I see everybody is up here, so I figure I'll click my thing, go and see what's going on. Yeah, I know about Cash App. He was just on my show the other night for the first. Actually, he was on my show last night. Yeah, it was my first time. Well, I did a first time ever smoke show, so I called it "Bring the Smoke," and I just wanted to see how it go, and it went like just surprisingly, it went crazy.
Where's you from?
Huh? Where I'm from? I'm from Philly. Yeah, I mean, I remember you saying that. You said a lot in your lives that you from Atlanta, but you in Philly now?
Yeah.
What brought you up here? Like, what brought you to Philly? How you doing, Fatima? Oh, okay. So let me ask you this. Can I ask you a couple questions? This is not like what I call like the ratchet live. This is I'm a formal relationship platform. So I'm asking you some really eloquent, like actual questions. So like my question is, your relationship status, single, right?
Yeah, I'm single, yeah.
Okay. What is it that exactly that you're looking for in a woman? What are you looking for?
Like, I'm saying some good shit. I'm saying, like, she gotta have her own shit together. She gotta be classy, not too ratchet.
Okay.
You gotta be under 100. That's one-sided. She gotta smell good. She got her content.
Okay.
I don't have a preference woman. For any woman, I don't have a preference, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
does she have to be like a certain size? Does she have to make a certain amount of money?
I don't judge about the money because I don't know about my money.
Okay. Well, I asked that because there is such thing with certain gender roles, and men understand the double standards that apply to them. Money is one of the factors that applies to men, but doesn't necessarily apply to women. But women, men are visual. We're visual creatures. We want a woman that looks good, that looks appealing to us. So, but at the end of the day, a woman could look good, and she gets a pass just on how she looks. But men understand that double standard. But that is because men look for that. Men look for a woman that looks good. Men don't care about a woman's money. So that's a double standard. So just giving an example. So when was the last time you were actually in a relationship? When was the last time you were in a relationship?
I'm saying like
3 years. 3 years? Okay. So the question is, why so long?
Especially after that, I started talking to some woman, but like every day, she's one who was like every day. That's the woman I started talking to, playing games with me, used me things to do, like make time for me, things start talking and all that. You hear me?
Okay.
And expert problems, they don't want credit problems, all that.
Okay, and if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I gotta say my age too.
Well, I mean, it plays a factor. It plays a factor. I'm 30.
All right. 27.
27. Okay. All right. So, and it plays a big factor. I'm going to tell you why. Because you're at an age where right now it's okay to be single because a man doesn't. A man around that age is still in process. He's still learning and stuff like that. A man doesn't get far to his purpose until he starts getting between his 30s and 35. That's when their light bulb starts turning on, like boom. So you have time right now to get more into your purpose and figure everything out with yourself and everything that you want to do. Because if you chase your goals, let me tell you something. When it comes to a man, a relation, when it comes to women, it's three things that come first in this order. A man comes first, his purpose comes second, she comes third.
I come first. You know what I'm saying?
You come first. A man comes first. His purpose is. Listen.
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 Hey, can I call you back? Somebody call me. Can I call you back?
Go ahead.
All right.
But yeah, a man listen to this, y'all. A man comes first. His purpose comes second, and you come third at best. This is why. Because women only chase men based off of their status and stature. Status and stature. So, therefore, with that being said, men understand that. And a true man, understands that he's not going to chase a woman. A true man understands that he's not going to chase a woman. The man comes first, his purpose comes second, she comes third at best. To him and his purpose. A man is not going to chase a woman because men understand that women only chase men who is established, who has status and who has stature and who has financial stability. So it is important for a man to chase his purpose and get in his purpose and chase his goals and aspirations. So therefore, once he chases that and he succeeds for that, she's gonna chase him anyway.
Hello.
What's going on, boy? So yeah, so let me say this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say what I just said to everybody.
Yeah.
So let me explain to you why a man comes first, his purpose comes second, and she becomes third at best. Because women chase men who have status and stature, right?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, men understand that. So it will be wrong for a man to chase a woman when all he has to do is chase his goals and aspirations and secure that and become the best at that. Once he becomes that and he focuses on that, the work is going to show for itself and the women are going to end up chasing you anyway. So you're at an age where you can focus on being by yourself. But what I will tell you is this: you can't be dry in the game. You got to go out there, have your fling or two. You got to go out there and actually talk to people. Doesn't mean you have to get into a committed relationship.
Before you get to that, I'm telling you something, right? Every time I talk to a woman, they be having attitudes, disrespectful, don't tell me, I know every time you say, what's your name? They're like, I don't know my name, or I'm good, or I'm straight. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. Why y'all so scared to talk to real niggas? Like,
can I ask you this? Okay. When you say this, you're talking about an average bulk of women that you come across. On average, where do you run into these women at? Outside,
sometimes at the parties, especially at the mall too.
All right, so I'm gonna do a couple checks and balances here. So outside,
some of them be having baby pop drama, you know what I'm saying? And ex-person drama, I don't got time for that shit.
Does she have to have kids?
I don't judge on that shit. As long as she makes time for me, some attention. That's all.
I got a preference. We can do this back and forth. I got a preference. She can't have kids, or I don't want it.
Why she can't?
Because I played step already. So as a man who is already in his purpose, and is still climbing to do even better, I control the narrative on what I want and what I will get and what I will not settle for. because women control access to sex, but men control access to relationships and the invitation to marriage. So if we control the narrative, more men need to understand that and step up and say, enough is enough. This is what I want. This is my requirements. I will not settle until I get it. That's it. But the only kind of men that can demand that are men that are climbing into their purpose. You can't be no bum just being on the corner, being whatever it is, and expect for a woman to respect you, or ain't got no type of stature and be like, I wish women would accept me as I am. No, a woman is not don't want no man. A true woman and her femininity don't want no man to sit on his ass sitting around. She don't care if he getting illegal or illegal. She want a man that's getting to the bag. So those are the kind of men that can demand that. Because a woman can't. I advocate for the men all the time, but I have to say this: women can't just submit to anybody. That's the problem. That's why they keep running into shitty men. So then when they come across a good man, they don't even know that he's right. Mr. Right is right in their face because they already guarded and scarred and from all the other men that they dated. And I hold those women accountable because they picked them. But what happens is they get so lost in themselves and they think that all men are bad or all men are trash or all men are traumatic. You get what I'm saying? They have to hit the reset button on themselves. But and until they realize that they might come across a man like you might be a good man, so like that you might be Mr. Right to them, and they don't know that because now they on angles and they don't even know you. You get what I'm saying? You just met them.
Yeah.
So what is your do you have a set plan what you want to do for yourself? Do you have a plan what you want to do in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, man, I'm saying I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm saying like, yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying like I wanna like I'm not sure yet. To be honest with you, most of the part I know my first choice was be open at home. Be on a sneaker store, man, one day.
Right. Now I want to tell you something, right? So, do you go to a lot of parties?
Every weekend, yeah, I'm trying to go out more before summer goes out.
That's the first step. That's the first step. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you shy, get unshy because it's like walking through a door for an audition. You can walk through the door shy. You can walk through the door confident. Either way, you still got to go through the door. So why don't we choose to go through confident? Even if you make an ass out of yourself, it's like applying for a job. You apply for that same job 5 times for the airlines. You don't get it the first 4 times. You keep cracking until you get it. You get what I'm saying? You got to just keep trying. Failure is part of the process. And when you find the right woman, guess what? It's going to be the right imperfect one because nothing is supposed to be perfect. At some point, when you come across the right one, y'all got to learn how to make it work and stay. Because that's how people move. That's how modern society moves. They move off of problems. And every relationship, in the most perfect relationship, is going to have problems.
Yeah.
Period. So if you go into these outings, you're already off to a good start. I can't give you the direction on whether to go to a library, go to a hookah lounge, or go to a champagne testing, a wine testing, or go to the strip club. I can't give you the direction. You got to go out there and see where it's at. You got to go out there and see where the vibes is at. You get what I'm saying? Right. So you going to this party with Cash App, right?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not saying that's the worst or the best idea, but when you go to some of these places, sometimes sit back and watch how they move. And if you got somebody that really fucks with you, you get what I'm saying? You know, yo, see how they run game. Women don't want a boring dude. You get what I'm saying? They want somebody that got a little sense of humor. You get what I'm saying? It's very important in this society to have somebody that opposites attract. I'm telling you. So just sometimes it's good to go to these events and not just engage. Sometimes you actually gotta watch and see what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? I get
what you're saying.
It helps. It helps. Or if you don't know, if you know somebody you cool with, ask them, man. Close house don't get fed. Yo, I need help. How I pull off this chick? You get what I'm saying? Like that helps. You gotta open up your mouth. Confident, intelligent, and assertive. The CIA. That's what Kevin Samuels used to call him. Confident, intelligent, and assertive. Woman likes an assertive man, somebody who's confident. I mean, it's no doubt that you're not intelligent. You know that's without a doubt. You get what I'm saying? But you got to be confident in yourself. Confidence builds competence, and competence gets you compensated.
Yeah.
And then when you gain that confidence, you take that confidence and you got to be assertive. Woman likes a man that holds a firm ground. 3 things they look for at bare minimum: stability, security, okay, and your finances. Financial stability, protection. They want somebody with a sense of humor. They don't want somebody who just like, oh, yo, you're going to blind date, and the whole blind date feels like missionary sex.
Yeah.
Do you like a chick that likes to throw it on the eggplant? Pause. Do you like the chick that likes to throw a bet? Somebody that's wild?
What do you mean, in the bedroom?
Yeah.
I like it to be dominant.
No. We're not talking about dominance and dominatrix. I'm talking about, do you like a chick that got good sex? That's somebody who's wild. That's a freak. You like a freak?
Yeah, I like freaky.
All right. And men want sex. And women control access to sex. But no, listen. Men want sex, and women control access to that. But women want relationships. They want somebody they can truly settle down with, and we control access to that. So you want a woman to have sex, but you don't want her to be boring. It's the same thing. Yeah, women want a man that can be in a relationship, but they don't want a boring man. They don't want a boring ass nigga. You get what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind too. You got to think outside of yourself and literally, hell, open your mouth. Ask them, yo, if you come across a chick that you have a nice conversation, don't get all caught up in yourself like, hey, I play video games all day. Like, if she asks you what you like to get into, don't talk about your job. Talk about things that you like to do in your leisure time, right? And then find out what she like to do. Right. But like, yeah, she asks you what you like to do. Oh, I like to do karate. I like to do other. And then don't go into a long conversation talking about what you like to do. Give her a few things that you like to do, then ask her the same question back. How about you? You get what I'm saying? I'm well advanced. And I still go on these apps and stuff like that, and I practice with women. You know why? Because every woman's a different person. Every woman likes something different. It's a never-ending process until you find the one. You're not going to find the one. You're not going to know if that one is the one from the rip. That doesn't happen all the time. Everybody doesn't have that jiggly vibes, love at first sight. You got to actually, in 2022, you actually got to think. A lot of people use their heart and they don't use their brain. That's why they get their hearts broken, because they keep using their heart. Think about what she likes, but you got to start off by approaching somebody. But approaching them on the corner, that's just out, man. That's just out. We gotta stop that shit in that corner shit. Niggas be walking up on chicks. They got co-kids up there. So I'm like, come on, I know you done did that before too.
I'm gonna play back later, all right? I'm going to the party, all right?
Oh, you there now?
I'm on my way now.
Let me know how I go, man. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, man. I had to give him a couple little tips with him before he got in there real quick. You feel me? But how y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing? That was interesting. It started off pretty damn strong. Yeah, man. Shit. Fuck it, man. Shout out to me. Round of applause. God damn it. Shit. I gotta toot my own damn horse. Who the fuck? What's going on, Fatima? What's going on, Fatima? You want to do the session right now? Or you want to do it? You can wait. You can do it privately. You at work? You want to talk a little bit right now? We could talk right now as long as you're comfortable with it. Just keep in mind, anybody that participates, you waive all rights to privacy on Instagram, on YouTube, in the comment section, on the phone calls, and in the video chats. Let me put that disclaimer up here. YouTube. Let me put that up here. Call lines are open. I'm taking free open calls tonight, no monologue. We're going to call this Ask G's. We're going to call this Ask G's. She's going to say, no.
Yes.
Hello. That was a surprise. I didn't expect Bronco to pop up on here.
Good night.
I didn't. That was a big surprise. I didn't expect him to pop up on here.
I didn't expect him to either, but
I ain't gonna lie. That shit blew me the fuck away. Pause.
well, you just had a really good show just now.
Literally 30 seconds worth of it. 3 minutes.
You only got 30 seconds worth of it.
I'll say 3 minutes.
Uh,
He clicked on as soon as I clicked on. I'm like, okay. So, where should we begin?
Because what? I'm not doing my part online.
All right. Well, I can ask you some general questions.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. We were just talking to Bronco. Do you know him? Do you know him through social media?
I seen him on someone's live before.
So you've seen him a couple times, right? So when you was on there last time, right? What did you notice about him, about his character, just in the first time watching him talk?
What do you mean?
I'm asking a general question. The whole 9 yards. Y'all always think I'm asking around the bush questions. This is very direct questions. All I'm asking is, you saw him speak for the first time. How did you? What was your thoughts about him? Hold on.
A little timid, but he did. And but he do seem a little timid.
You say he was timid? Okay. What? Like how so? Like what did you notice that made you say, oh, he's like shy?
Yeah, like the way he just talk, like the way he carry himself. It seemed like he's shy.
What do you think? If you were me, right? Like if this is you talking to him, right, giving him advice, what would you tell Bronco? What kind of tips would you give him?
I mean, like you told him. I do feel like he did not be more aggressive. He did to be like
live.
You know? More aggressive, but he just needs to be more like.
Come join me. Both. You can tap in on your Instagram though. This is IG Light. Yeah, this is IG Light. I'm on YouTube, but this is IG Light night.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
All right. That's right. So good. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Yeah, I say he just need to be. I don't want to say aggressive. He just needs to just be masculine, but that's not necessarily aggressive. But like he too timid, like laid back.
He too laid back.
You know, about to say I guess or whatever. I need to be talking like two-faced or something.
Okay. Like he's nervous, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, because and that's the thing. That's why I was telling him, like, when you go to this party, which I can't say is is or is not out of his comfort zone, I would say it is. Definitely with Cash App. But you know, I said it's the perfect place to go to because you're gonna see a lot of heavyweight champions over there that's gonna step into that party and they're gonna come in there and they mean business. They're gonna mean business and they're gonna mean bitches. Excuse my language. You know, they're gonna want to pull, they're gonna be ready to pull chicks. You know what I'm saying? That's that kind of party when you dealing with Cash App. You get what I'm saying? Like niggas know what time it is. We're gonna bring somebody else on here. Have a bunch of us on here. Let's talk. What's going on?
That's good. What's crazy is they let me go live. Because the other time, yesterday, I think, or the day before, they would not let me go live.
Listen, a lot of people are happy tonight because I was on a ladies live. Her name is Linda, and she has been shadow banned.
First of all, before you continue,
introduce yourself.
That was rude as fuck. I'm good.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Diamond, the Queen Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Whole specialist, and I'll be popping my ish. Okay, period.
Right. But what I was saying was this lady named Linda Royals. She usually has like a good 40-50 people, but that's only a fraction of what she usually has. She's been shadow banned for 6 months. So tonight I was watching her live, and literally out of nowhere we looked up. Her live said 150 over 160 people. Her Instagram released her shadow ban while she was in the dead middle of her live. Like she went off. She went crazy. You get what I'm saying? So, and then I seen a whole bunch of people on live. I'm like, I said, oh, I need to go on live. I need to go on live. Like, hell yeah. So let me tell you what we were talking about. We were the first guest that I had on the show. He goes by the name of Bronco. He's from Atlanta, but he moved over to Philly, right? He moved over to Philly. And he said he's a very shy guy. And, you know, I was giving him some tips on like what to look for, you know what I'm saying? Like how to build self-confidence, because that's what a woman wants. A woman don't want somebody that's shy. She wants somebody that's going to come in and step. And he told me he was going to this party. And when he told me that the party that he was going to, right, he was like a guy named Cash App Podcast. And I'm like, oh, you going to that party? That's going to be the ratchetest of the ratchet. Like you got to come in there ready to step. So I was telling him, give some ideas. And like one of the things that I told him was, look, this is a perfect place for you to go to so you can break out your comfort zone.
I'm anemic as fuck.
This is the perfect place for you to go to. You should break out your comfort zone and sit there and watch what other men do. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just best to zip it. You get what I'm saying?
I don't talk to dudes who can't dress first of all.
Now, I will tell you this.
You
Look.
gotta look the part and dress the part. Just looking the part and dress the part. People are like, oh yeah, look the part. No, that's not it. You up and down your shoes and your ankle socks and shit do not go together. Like, no, you gotta know what you're doing. You can't have step. Cause I look good. I know what I'm talking about. We know you look good. We know that. Breaking legs. If I can't be seen next to you, I don't want to be with you or talk to you. Like real still.
Mm-hmm. And somebody said Diamond coming to Cam birthday.
I feel like you just walk. Who is Cam?
Are you coming to Cam birthday or are you staying in?
Who is Cam?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, but you're right, man. You got to come in there. And we actually seen his you seen his profile, right? Did you go on his profile? I actually saw his profile, so he actually do got some pretty decent dress game. So
not make somebody look crazy or you different.
Yeah, so that's a good start. Like you gotta have something from the dead rip. You get what I'm saying? You gotta start somewhere. So at least you got some good dress game. But that also comes with confidence. You gotta go in there confident. Like if you want to chick, if you're not confident enough to go grab her and you're gonna sit there and watch, you're gonna watch somebody else take her. And that's the thing. Men are. No, I was okay, got you. But yeah, so like what I was saying, like for a shy guy, like if you were like one of the homies giving him advice, like what would you recommend for a guy who's shy? Let me give you the stats. He hasn't been in a relationship in 3 years. He's 27. He hasn't been in a relationship for 3 years.
Any kids?
No kids.
And what is he looking for?
He said he's looking for a woman who is looks good. He says she doesn't have to make a certain amount of income. He said,
Let him finish before I go there because I know.
I'm just telling you everything that he said. He said just somebody that's appealing to him. She doesn't have to make a certain amount of income. At first he said, like she doesn't have to be all the way out there, and I knew what he meant by that, and I retracted that because I said no. For your case, you want somebody who opposites attract. You can't be boring and her boring at the same time. That's just a dud.
That's a run right.
And I gave him a perfect example. I said sex. I said you want a chick that's gonna throw it back on you, right? Right. You don't want somebody who got born missionary sex, right? So women control access to sex and men want sex. So they don't want somebody who's born, but guess what? Men control access to the relationship. Yeah. So a woman doesn't want a born man for a whole relationship experience. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was trying to tell him. You definitely want somebody that's the opposite of you. Because
what else did he want? You're going in on what you said to him, but I'm trying to figure out what he wants so I can respond to your question that you asked me.
Oh, no. All right. So yeah. She don't make us. She wants somebody that's nice, somebody that's not gonna cheat on him. He says somebody that's not gonna cheat on him.
The morals and the goals and the values, like he ain't saying nothing about that, because I said a lot about it, and he didn't say anything about that.
Not really. He just said not really. He just said he just wants somebody that's nice and he was very vague, which paints the picture about his confidence.
My point exactly. How can you want something of such a stature, but you're living under what you require? You don't even know what you want. You're thinking about what you want. You don't know. You don't know yourself at that point. And as a man, that's kind of odd. So I was definitely like, no, next.
Yes.
Not saying he's weak or nothing. That's just something I wouldn't choose to deal with.
Amen to that, TND.
I can't teach you how to be a man. I cannot. No one can teach a man how to be a man.
TND.
You can't be a man for me. I can't help.
Right. TND said black girl so pretty, the prettiest with the 2 heart emojis and eyes and the cat.
We the prettiest bitches in the world. Black bitches are it. Don't care. And you wanna know what's crazy?
What?
Everybody's black if they're not white. But everybody black has white in them. Politically correct.
Yeah, politically correct.
If you're just not Caucasian and that's all you check anything other than Caucasian, you are black. You are a person of color. I don't give a fuck if you're Hispanic, Latino,
Jamaican,
Brazilian, Jamaican, Haitian, Nigerian, African. I don't care if you was purple, blue, green, or yellow.
How about Hindi? Afghani, Paki?
You're black.
Oh, okay.
Filipinos, you're black. Y'all black if you are not Caucasian.
You ever look at a job application
You
ever look at the job application when they ask for your ethnicity, they put
I should have put other because I'm mixed.
they put black or Latino or Hispanic. They put it in the same category.
Black, African American, Hispanic, Latino.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be one after the other, but Caucasian is always first. And if we're going by the alphabet, it's not
I must have been shadow banned too. Did you see all these people that just keep popping in? That's why I was like, hold on. I think there's something going on with the algorithm tonight. I think I need to click on this thing.
Okay, something going on.
Something going on in the
But no, I
Instagram
feel
streets.
Like that's a man that's not solidified within himself. He doesn't love himself more than anything. I feel like everybody should love themselves more than anything before they try to go pursue anybody.
But yeah, I was telling him like you got to be more active because 3 years not in a relationship is a long time because we were watching him last night and like I didn't get a chance to ask him when was the last time he was sexually active because I would have went there, but he said he had to go because he was walking into the party.
You should have went there when he said you don't want a woman that cheat. How you don't want nobody to cheat? You ain't been with nobody in 3 years and then you're boring on top of that. So I think I'm gonna go cheat. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not gonna leave your ass. It's not gonna be cheating, but you're gonna think it's cheating because I let you go fuck somebody.
Right.
I'm just making it make logical sense. Like I'm thinking like a man right now.
No, like you making absolute sense. Absolute sense.
Oh, I'm glad I learned. Cause boy, I used to be real emotional, real sensitive.
We setting the tone. We setting the tone tonight, baby. This my vibe. No bottle tonight. No bottle tonight. Enough of the cupcake Chardonnay. But I'm definitely doing a candle evening. I got the white chocolate and lemon marinade right there. So.
And since you said candlelight, we're gonna just take this off topic for just a quick second. I really wanted to get. I don't know why it's weighed heavy on me, but I just want to give condolences to the family and friends and people in California who is just, giving their explanation.
Yes.
Wife. And the fact that it was a 37-year-old fucking nurse who was intoxicated because she was upset
with her boyfriend.
That pisses me the fuck off because you killed 2 children in the midst of you doing that, and one wasn't even here yet. It was
like 8 lives lost altogether, right?
6 killed, and she lived.
How about that?
She lived.
How about that?
That is sick. So that's probably why I'm upset, because I really want to punch her in her face.
You ain't got to worry about that, because she ain't gonna make it that far when she hit that celly. Once she hit that celly, which she's going to do life. She's going to do life.
Red light. It was a red light.
But let's talk about that. Isn't it amazing how far you can get into a relationship with somebody that you're that stressed? Like when at one point are you just going to be willing to just walk away?
They never that serious.
That's crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I'm dead ass in love with the man that I would not. I say that I will kill a bitch dead, but that's just figuratively speaking. I don't mean it literally. But to be that to have somebody have that much control over my emotion, my control of myself, that is asinine. You got me big.
Right.
Ooh, my terminology tonight. I'm lit. I've been drinking and I'm using.
It's shot o'clock. I'm about to say because I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. That's right.
That's it. And I've been in a place where I was just like I wouldn't do anything for anybody, but if they told me to, I would do it. Like I've been in there before, but I ain't gonna ever. I can't relate because she probably was on some suicide shit. Ain't no telling. We don't know. Really don't know. Because me being suicidal, I can relate, but I'm not going to act and do like I'm not gonna get my car and get fucking drunk and pedal to the death.
This is what threw me off. I seen a separate article on this situation, and it said when she crashed, husband died. Was she married?
No, it said she was mad at her boyfriend.
Okay, no, I'm saying, but I seen a separate article stating a husband.
She probably wasn't married. We don't know nothing about these others besides she just killed 6 people for nothing.
Right, I'm fine.
And she survived. I'm saying, why was there an instant explosion and you lived? You caused it. Everybody's lives anything but yours.
That's insane. That's
God wanted you to live with that. He wants to haunt you. Oh my God. That makes me upset.
That's gonna drive her crazy. If it don't, then it's really something wrong with her.
I'm like, yo, I'm sorry.
yeah. When she get through her
She don't do
pain,
something to herself?
when she
Nobody will.
when she get through her pain and stuff like that.
Yeah, but she might end up doing.
That pregnant lady was on her way to her doctor's appointment, or probably back home from the doctor's appointment.
That's crazy.
Do you hear me? Her sister spoke on her behalf and said she literally had just left the house. And 10 minutes later, she seen that accident and didn't know that was her sister and her nephew.
Oh, what?
Oh, well, I have literally seen every video, so that's why I'm livid.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
And that's what we're
I'm livid.
about this. Crazy.
Are you
I
serious?
watched that video today. She's like, my sister literally woke up that morning. She woke me up. She was like, it wasn't that morning, but she had woke her sister up about her sleep. It was like she was getting ready to go to her doctor's appointment, get the baby checked in, and she'll be back. She said, okay. Her sister said, I love you. She said, I love you too. She left. 10 minutes later, she got on the internet. She was scrolling and she seen that explosion, the accident, and everything. And for some reason, it hit her, but she didn't know that was her sister until later. Her sister, her nephew, and her unborn niece or nephew. Hell no.
Wow.
Yes, and that's how I always go till you find out later. And you gotta find out through other people. Like,
I was emotional. My granny's death anniversary was on Tuesday. I've been crying all week for loss of people like that, like to lose my mom, my sisters, or anything like that. To even think about shit like that, knowing that's how life is supposed to be. That shit pissed me off because I would be an angry bitch the day it happened. But it's just like it happens all the time, every day, every second, every minute. You just never know.
it just hits us. It just hits us so bad when it happens in the most unrare forms, and not them actually getting old and dying of natural causes. But to have 6 lives lost, including 2 children, unborn, over.
No, one born, one unborn.
But I'm saying the net of it is over in arguments. Over.
Because of your emotion.
Over an argument.
You couldn't control your emotions.
Damn.
And this is what I was telling Bronco earlier too. You gotta use your brain and not your heart. A lot of people use their heart and they don't use their fucking brain. They noggin. They don't think. And that's how they use their heart to find love. No, you need to use your brain, because when you use your heart, you break your heart. And that's on point dot decimal period. Poop. Pause.
But yes, condolences to the family and friends.
I'm just saying.
Those who have lost their lives today, or yesterday, whichever day it was, on get down every day. How about that?
That's crazy, man. That shit crazy. That shit nutty.
And it's crazy because the only thing crazier than this that I heard was something out here that happened with some dude. He was arguing with his girlfriend. She was trying to leave him.
Right?
He wasn't happy. He shot her while she was driving off 4 times in her head. What?
Mm-hmm. There was this.
I'm like, you can't even trust the people you lay with. I don't trust nobody. Mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother. I don't trust nobody. Everybody has
There was a
ulterior motive.
There was a story. This just happened. I think it just happened today. Woman. It was in Philly. Where her boyfriend stabbed her to death, found dead in the back of a minivan, had multiple kids.
For what? Was it explained? There was no story?
No, there's a story behind it, because this is a news outlet story. And
there's no fucking reason why you still want it. I don't really get that.
Right.
My leg is tight.
Why's your wig tight?
Because I'm irritated and my head is swelling from the irritation that I'm having because of the human species and what society is making them become. And they're allowing them to let society. Oh my gosh, I'm just so irritated.
Take your time. Take your time.
I'm so upset.
I'm trying to find a story, so it's some here. I got it here on
Black
Facebook.
people, and that's really why I be upset. And it's nothing. I love y'all dearly, my black people. Y'all be doing some dumb ish. I'm trying to stop cussing somebody because I'm upset.
Yeah, because it's like, what's the whole
What
motive?
is it? What's the problem? But then y'all want to be like, hoorah, we just found the lady who's been hiding for years about Emmett Till. You can't do that. I don't like that. Don't do that.
Like she's about to expire.
No. I be ready to fight about my life. Like, oh my gosh, and then people be wanting to be black. I got a lot of anger with just being black. Like, being black comes with so much.
All right, here it goes. So it says, I found it. So it says, police responded to the scene of a brutal stabbing Saturday morning after a woman was reportedly found dead inside of a car. The victim, a woman in her early 30s, was stabbed to death and left inside a gold Honda Odyssey on, the block of, it says she reportedly suffered multiple stab wounds to her body and one to her face. It says police say her body was discovered around morning time. Weapon was recovered, but no arrests have been made. Police confirm a 34-year-old male person of interest is in custody. So as of right now, this shows us the person of interest.
They didn't give us no reason to lie. No argument, no nothing, no if that's her boyfriend. It's just a 34-year-old male suspect or person of interest.
The person of interest is her boyfriend.
It didn't say that. That's not what you read.
This is what. All right. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, continue.
Give me a second.
I don't play about that because the nigga. I've been in domestic.
So I can't show you this for privacy purposes, but it's a picture of the entire family, the girl and her boyfriend, and the boyfriend in the picture is the person of interest. Yeah, I can't show the photo because it's an actual somebody I know, like private Facebook, but it is the person in the photo is a person of interest, and here she is with her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children. 6 children. One of them is an infant.
Oh wow. I'll be right back. I'm hot back in the lab. I need to make a call.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, one of them is 6 children. One of them is an infant, and they all look like they're not any older than like what 6. It looked like they were all had like stair-stepping style, age wise. So if that's the case, it's that'll be a shame because that's a big family that was broken apart. And it looked like it's all girls. It looked like it's all girls and one boy. 5 daughters and 1 son. But yeah, of interest, but it doesn't confirm who the suspect was. But it's just to go to say with the same case scenario with the car accident, the car crash in California. Why is it that deep why is it that deep where it gets you to the point where you're that stressed out that you go on a road rampage? And the rampage only came from intoxication, from drinking so much. Why, if you have to get that far to the point where you're drinking, it's not worth it, man. We're talking about lives. This is not Grand Theft Auto. You can't die and spawn back in front of the hospital with minus $500 gamer cash. It don't work like that. Once you're gone, you're gone. You only got one time to live this life. And we're all gone.
I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that.
Until it's them and they don't realize it because they're already, your eyes are closed. That's it. And you're gone, and you're eaten up by the maggots.
Like, people don't even know what's reality anymore.
You can't see or be in knowledge or know who's coming to you. You're gone. You're gone. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how people can be so enraged and stressed out and arguing over an argument. This woman literally drank her liver away over an argument with her boyfriend and literally went on a driving road rage and hit 8 cars.
Wait, 8 cars?
8 cars. 6 deaths. I think 4 others, if I'm not mistaken, maybe wrong on the numbers. I think 4 others was injured. 4 others was injured.
So she just was crashing her car into 8 different cars.
Well, that happened when she blew the light. She blew the red light. When she blew the red light, that's when she hit all these cars. And immediately, instantly, these cars caught on fire. So that's what it was. That's how fast she was driving when she hit still traffic. That's what happened. So let's set the tone back. Let's go back. So we were talking to Bronco, right? And he said he's shy, right? He's looking for a woman who is nice. He didn't give too much of what he was looking for. I think he was on here when he was talking.
Yeah.
So, what did you get out of it?
When he said most women don't respect him or something like that, they try.
Why do you think that is?
Because he's not giving off enough masculine energy, I guess.
Not masculine energy. Well, that's very important. But we're talking about exactly what I told you yesterday.
Being masculine doesn't mean you're necessarily aggressive.
What I'm saying is what I told you yesterday about you. Confidence and full understanding of yourself. If you don't understand yourself and you step out here trying to be with somebody, they're going to know that. You're going to attract that kind of people that knows that. And like I said, they're going to dog walk you. They're going to dog walk you. You get what I'm saying? Confidence. You got to gain the confidence. Queen Diamond, she's coming back. I'm going to dog walk you.
One second, I'm putting myself on mute.
Okay. So yeah, confidence. So
I mean, it's important, but I feel like you still do need to display some type of signs of masculinity. Do soft spoken, like my uncle, he was soft spoken, but he was stern. Like he had, like, wouldn't nobody listen to him if he just didn't say something a certain type of way or be serious when he needs to be serious.
mm-hmm.
As a man, so that's what I mean when I say that. You can have everything put together and be organized and all that, but if you can't lead properly and do certain stuff, other things that women look to men to do, yeah.
Right. Listen to this, right? So I just bought this book, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it on the show. So sorry that the author's not here while I'm about to talk about this, but it's called The Better Woman by a friend of mine, good friend of mine. Her name is Deja Jones, also known as Deja B. She's a music artist. And this book is 15 tips for becoming a better mother, a better lover, and a better you. Some of these things that I'm looking at in here, I can agree that it can apply to both parties. So like, listen to this part right here, right? This kind of sounds similar to what I was telling Bronco. Now, mind you, these are tips that she's given to women. Okay, I'm referencing a book from a friend of mine. It's called The Better Woman. Did you see Deja B in our group? Deja B.
Yeah, I know that. You know, I did the poll video for her. You know,
Right. This is her book. Her book just came in the mail. So if you want to screenshot that.
You want to give me a book? You want to give me a book? That can be my early Christmas gift.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. I really want that book.
I'm dead ass too.
Do you read Stephen Speaks? Stephen Lavazier?
Stephen Lavazier.
Yeah, you heard what I said?
I heard what you said.
I bought like 8 of his books. Do you understand me? And I ain't even read one yet.
So this is what she said about.
I just bought it just to be supportive.
Let me read this. So this is what she said about tip 2 communication skills. We're talking about confidence, right? So this is what she said, right? She says, most of the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Nobody likes to feel verbally attacked, spoken to aggressively, or talked to as if they're stupid 24/7. Pay attention to the way you speak to those around you and within your household. She said around you, meaning in public. And when she says around you, she meant in general, people in general. She's in your household.
I gotta work on that.
She says, do you talk to them or do you talk at them?
At them. I need that book, G. Give me that book, G.
This is my first time reading it right now. She says, when you're speaking to your children, instead of saying, quote, pick these toys up, can you pick the toys up for me, please? When you speak to your spouse, instead of saying, you never do this for me, try, I would really love it if you would help me with this sometimes. Requests instead of demands are way less nagging. Try softening your approach, and perhaps you'll see that your calm demeanor shifts the tone of your home and relationship.
Absolutely.
Right. I like that. So let's go backwards. So this is one of the things I was telling him, like, in the man perspective, this applies to men as well too. Your approach to women is how you approach them. But you won't have an idea on how to approach a woman if you don't try to walk into there with confidence. It's like walking through a door for an audition. You're scared to go through the door. Oh, I'm ready. They ain't ready. Oh, better yet, they ain't ready for me. You're confident going through the door, but either way,
I'm confident as hell.
Right.
I'm still nervous.
Either way, you still have to go through that door. So let's choose to go through confidence. Let's choose to go through with confidence. Listen to this. She says, tip number 1, stop the comparisons.
Absolutely.
Comparison is the thief of joy, as many would say. The statement has proven to be true time after time. Whether you are comparing yourself consciously and unconsciously, right, to the lives of your friends, family, strangers on social media, or television, it's time to train your mind to remember that everyone has their own set of struggles that most people know nothing about. The problem is, this is a big problem when it comes to your self-confidence. You're so worried about everybody else that you're not worried about the most important fucking person, you. You should be worried about you're worried about what's going on with them, and you ain't even got your own shit together, and don't even have an understand. You know, you have a better understanding about that other person. All in their shit so bad, don't have a French toast idea of yourself.
Pick me. Oh, my hands up. I'm on reality TV. Everybody's so in tune or worried about what my hair look like, who I'm beefing with, what my feet look like while I'm on the phone.
We ain't gonna talk about that feet, man.
Don't worry about all that. You could be putting that towards something for yourself.
Right.
Worried about the wrong thing. I wish I would have sit up here and be watching somebody like, oh my God, her feet are black. Let me screenshot. You're reaching. You're really reaching, you pterodactyl. I didn't say pterodactyl, I meant T-Rex because they got little arms and they be reaching. And they can't grab nothing. You don't be grabbing nothing. Big old head and the big arms. And you be just popping for nothing.
So, and here's the thing, right? So, this is the next part. She says,
I know I'm funny.
You really is, bro.
She says, the people you glamorize could be dealing with insecurities, illnesses, traumas, losses, and much more to your heart and mind could never bear.
She put it in nice words. In mean words, bitch, we all go through the same shit. Shut up, stop crying.
Right. Be thankful for, she says, be thankful for the blessings in your life. It's one thing to look at someone and be inspired. It's another when you tell yourself that you are failing in life because you don't have the money, the status, or things. What did I just tell you earlier? Fatima? Status and stature.
Right.
Status are things that another person does. She says, believe it or not, you too have something that someone else wishes they had right now. People are too worried about what everybody else has or what's going on with everybody else. They're taking away from their self.
I like to be extra. She got a job on.
You get what I'm saying?
I
So,
really like those.
and this is pretty much what I'm about to read right now is pretty much what I was telling Bronco earlier. Look.
Gee,
Yes, baby.
why are you reading the whole book?
No. This is the key right here. I'm only on the first page.
You better not go to a second page.
This was only on the first. I only got to a third.
What I'm saying is.
Oh no. We're not gonna give all. Yeah, we're not gonna give all the juice away. I just read the look, bro. I just read the first paragraph.
I'm just saying.
It's so much. Listen, it's so much juice in this first paragraph.
Yeah, she giving away game. I don't like that. She giving away solid game, and that's not free. So we're not gonna promote it. Just gonna say go buy that book because you heard enough.
Well, eventually she's gonna be on here. We're gonna be talking about the book anyway.
Yeah, until she here, we ain't doing that because I said to her she ain't here yet.
Yeah, but
And that's what we're talking about, your book. So she ain't here yet.
I already sent her in the DM that we're talking about her book.
Oh my God, dude, you're gonna get the book right. Go ahead.
So let me read this last part that caught my attention. She says, if you want to feel better about yourself or feel like you're behind in life for any reason, take a few minutes to analyze your life and figure out what you feel is missing. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Meaning, what is missing from you? What is missing from you? You can't deal with people if you don't know what's missing from you.
I don't like people. That's what's missing for me. Is I don't like you. I don't got that. That was not like God didn't make that piece to go in my brain.
But you do understand that life is about people, right?
No, it ain't. Life is about me and me only. Who life you talking about? Yours? You interact with people in life.
Life is about people, not you.
Life is about yourself. But it interact with people in your life. Absolutely correct. My life is about me. I don't know what you're talking about, G.
Life is, listen, you need people. Everybody needs people.
It takes a village. But as a need, no, you don't need.
I'm not talking about when it comes to finances. I'm not talking about when it comes to monetary things.
Literally need.
So I'm talking about in general. I'm not talking about a relationship. I'm talking about in general. You need people. Yes, you need people. Yes. If you woke up, let me tell you something. If you came out of the coochie by yourself, and then poof, there go the mother, gone. There go the car, the crib, all that, and it was just you.
In my room, it was me and me out.
Okay. What if there was nobody on the world, right? Nobody on the planet Earth, right? And I got my Phantom Snap. I'm doing my Phantom Snap. Boom.
He's being what's it called? He's being unrealistic right now.
No,
the definition of the word need.
Okay.
In general terms, we do not need anyone to live. I breathe on my own. Well,
we know that. I'm talking about as far as if you listen, if you go through if you want to run a business, right?
But for the world to work, yes, you need people.
Thank you. That's all I was trying to say.
I said literally, we don't need nobody.
That's all I was trying to say.
My life isn't about me. I'm going off what you said, not what you're trying to say.
That's all I was trying to say.
I love you,
and I said what the.
Play it. Go ahead. Where is that?
It's not on the soundboard right now. It's not on the soundboard.
I got you. You ready? Say it.
Hold on. What did you say again? Hold on. What did you say again?
I said it. What the fuck I said? I'm cracking up again.
I found it. There it is.
But no, back to the relationship talk that we were talking about.
What did you say again?
Yeah, I gotta add something. I found all my old sound effects. They all got recovered. Like when I updated to a new phone. I lost them for a while until my iCloud got backed up. Now I got them all back. Ooh, hold up.
I can't wait to try these.
Hey yo, he made it to the rap snaps.
He's been on the rap snap. I just haven't tried it.
Yo, I was cracking up when I first seen Meek Mill made it on there. Now that was funny.
Meek Mill got rap snacks?
Meek Mill was on there years ago.
I got my nephew and his friend.
Yeah, he been made it to the rap snacks.
What the fuck is y'all doing?
What the deuce? I'm cracking up.
Greg, you hesitate. No, Greg. Yeah. No, you gotta like kick your body in the air. Come on, dude.
You know how you're gonna before, but you gotta push your arms up with it.
You said Juan, but he made you look crazy. It's just like a motion. See how you kick? You ain't kicking. You just trying to like raise up like Undertaker and shit. Like you can't roll up. You have to jump. No, your hands aren't on the ground. Now do it. Keep doing it. You gonna make it up one time? Come on, get up, Greg. Let's find that. Now you get the motion. Fuck, he elbowed me on
Hey, yo.
Helping my nephew do a, what's that called? I don't know what that shit called. You know, you go like this, you roll on the ground, you kick up. I was wondering why they were stopping on my upstairs floor. My neighbor goes like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, you
It
got
ain't 10 o'clock yet.
you watch them neighbors. You know how they be. Ready to call the cops over something stupid.
Hey, youngin'.
And they'll be like, it's a domestic dispute going on downstairs. That'd be the first thing they say. It's a domestic dispute going on downstairs.
He got it. So
Then the cops come knock on your door. Boom, 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 boom. They come knock on your door.
They can come knock on my door all they want to. There's 2 kids in my apartment, so what y'all want to do? What do y'all want to do? Officer. I'm a reporter. Oh, wow. You know, I'm a camera right around. We're on live, sir, just so you know, I'm a Mirandize the officer. Anything you can, anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. Do you understand?
Say it off. Oh, sorry, I had to do that. I was waiting to do that one.
I'm about to drive to the store and go get this food for these children so I can get.
What you gonna cook?
I want some tacos.
Ooh.
And I could do some tacos right now.
Oh, so
I am drinking.
while we're at it, I am thinking about doing a show on Monday. I know I said I do one day a week, but shit's getting too spicy, and I see people actually coming through. The one time I say like, "Oh, I'm gonna not do a show until Friday, every Friday," that's when people start coming in. I'm talking about this.
Jeez.
Bishop TD Jakes. Did you hear that story?
I got 2 things to say. And these both are different as fuck.
Huh?
You know Marvin Sapp got a movie?
Get out of here.
And you never would have made it the Marvin Sapp documentary.
No, I made it.
And guess who played the main character? The dude from Family Matters. What? Black dude. Not Urkel. The other one.
Oh.
Why?
Are you serious? You shitting me right now.
How is he gonna? I'm gonna send it to you when I get off live. I've seen that other. Why? Who cares? What if Never Would Have Made It about? That's probably what the movie is about.
Hold on. All right, listen.
You never would have made it through.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm crying.
R.I.P. to this movie from the rip. R.I.P. to this movie from the rip.
What the hell? Who endorsed it? Who paid for this? Who said that this was okay to do?
I don't know, but it was.
R.I.P. to this movie from the rip.
It crossed my mind that I did see the advertisement. Marvin Sapp is because of that song, so why are y'all getting a movie out of that song? I don't understand it. It's not making sense to me.
Wait. It was at this point that he knew. He fucked up.
I hope they don't play that new one. I hope they don't play the new one in the movie. Never would have made it. They will go to hell. Kerosene draws on. They put that in that movie. I think the day that movie come out, I'm gonna go in Walmart and make a video playing that song and see if I go viral.
Okay.
Oh, the second thing I want to say to you, speaking of viral, why in a week I'm already at 3,000 followers on TikTok? It took me 6 months to get 20K, 21.68 to be exact, before they try to delete a real one.
So we trying to delete somebody.
content and they go a little bit of cloud and get up to like 20 to 30,000 followers, and they done content violated you so much, they're gonna take that whole page. And if you are not a color, then you are this color.
This color.
Or this color. Then they do not, they don't bother you when you're that color. When you're the color of those users with no pictures, you are great. You're good in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You work with money for die, with money for die, what am I? But when you are on POC, you gotta be like, around.
That was too funny.
Hey, yo.
My daddy's great.
Right,
Yo, what's that girl's name? B. Simone. You sound just like her.
That's an A boy. What are you talking about?
No, you sound like B. Simone's voice when she be like the high pitched voice. Oh.
Exactly. It's gonna be like, hold on.
Yo, you sound just like her.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't put my hand on the baby. Yeah. I can't look. Let's go figure it out. I'm waiting for it like that. I'm not being Simone. I'm just literally saying what she would say. I never heard that a lot of people. Be Simone. Y'all ready? Baby, say yeah.
Hey, yo. I'm cracking up. I'm done. For real though. I had to restart my laptop.
I'm gonna make a list. Oh my gosh. My monkeypox video got 12,000 views in one day. Oh, in 2 days. Excuse me. And I'm like, y'all act like y'all sleep. What happened to chicken pox? Why did it disappear? I feel like y'all just switching out the animals at this point. Y'all was practicing on chickens. Now y'all practicing on monkeys. What's next? Lizards? Horses? Cats? You know, every woman got a cat. Every woman got a cat. They gonna come for us bitches next.
I'm cracking up.
Then they gonna change it to fruits. Banana pox. Who the fuck? Busted.
It was at this point he knew he fucked up.
Test 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go.
You're recording this live.
It actually caught everything. Even when my audio went out, it still picked up my voice. It still picked up my voice.
Look at
screens like that. Now you know this new generation don't know shit about no good shit. You feel me? Especially no 5 heartbeats.
That's right.
All I hear is my nephew. All I said was stand up. All I hear is stand up.
And when somebody play this back, it's gonna be even funnier. It's thing to watch it, but it's actually funnier if you all you can do is listen to it like a radio show. Like if you watch Steve Harvey Morning Show with Nephew Tommy, it just sounds hilarious. So when you just hear it in the background and you just see my like last night you was asking me, you was like, geez, why are you making all them faces and stuff like that? Like all you could do is just hear the background, just see my faces. It's just hilarious. I played it like 6 times.
That is funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
My nephew says stand up. He's 17. What does he know about the 5 heartbeats, bruh? Why does he remember?
But let me tell you. But like speaking of music, so we gotta go back to this Marvin Sapp thing.
Yeah.
So the movie is called Never Would Have Made It.
Yeah.
Where is it coming out at? Like where are they releasing the movie at?
I've seen it. Don't get me twisted. I've seen the damn cover, photo, album, DVD cover, whatever you want to call it, poster. I've seen it. It's called Never Would Have Made It. Google it.
That's crazy.
You got computers and laptops and devices and stuff.
That's crazy. Never
I
would
think if I
have
go to
made it.
YouTube, I can find it.
Oh, here you go. Never would have made a movie.
What I tell you.
Described as a struggle that made the man, the love that changed his life, the music that inspired the world. The film centers on Sapp's upbringing in Michigan, his battle with alcohol abuse, the relationship with his late wife, Melinda,
And him getting good with God.
along with his rise to prominence in the industry, and how it tested his.
faith.
Yeah, that's what it stopped. It said 3 dots.
Fuck out of here. No, I'm not watching it. And if I do watch it, I'm going to make fun of it. Straight up. Unless it's good.
He's 55 now, too.
If
That-
Kirk Franklin don't come out with a movie, I'm going to be mad. Because why did Martin Sapp get a movie before Kirk Franklin?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Like, who are you? We don't even know you, sir. Respectfully. You came into my life in like 2000.
I've had my share of ups and downs. Times when there was no one around. God came and spoke these words to me. Praise will confuse the enemy. I know every ad-lib. Oh, people love it. He's like, people love it. But I knew God. He said, that's why. he was like, oh my God, bro. He's like, yeah, he was not playing. He's like, come on, praise him.
You know, I know that song. I had a great dance to that song. I know every ad lib, every motherfucking high note.
Turn this shit into church. Oh, hold on. Brock was back. Brock was back. Back to our regular schedule program. Back to our regular schedule program. What's going on, Brocco?
Hey, John, please.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Keita Rose, a lot of names.
Hey, Diamond, my name Brown.
Vegas.
I'm from you want to say one mother grandma, right?
Where you from? Sir, don't be funny with me.
I'm from I'm from Atlanta, here. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Look at you, so sexy. God damn, it's sexy.
Fatima, mute your camera. We're gonna turn this to a date. Yeah, turn your camera off, Fatima. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, he buffering. We ain't dating nothing.
They said it's giving DSL.
I don't date for connection. That's AOL dial-up. That's the AOL dial-up. That's the
That's the AOL.
Hey, I'm gonna try and put it on YouTube before he get off. Hold on, I'm trying to find it real quick. Oh fuck! Damn it!
Sorry, man. I tried to help you.
Bronco, you can't fuck with me. Your connection's up.
He'll probably be back.
We can try and match on mailing his meat. Jeez, you're annoying. Why the funeral music?
I tried to help you, Bronco, but your connection was giving DSL.
He's on his backup page.
He's coming back.
He's on his backup page.
She said it, not me. You gotta come back stepping.
Yeah, you motherfucker. You know I said what I said.
Good job. I said what I said.
What's that about me? I don't care.
So I said what I said.
You said it.
You know, somebody got mad at me talking about something. Because I was like, I don't like Gemini. No offense, friend. Because you know I said this before you do.
Wait, what did you say again?
No, she got mad at me talking about, I don't care if you don't like Gemini. I don't like your attitude. Okay, what are you mad for?
I'm trying.
He came back up with the backup page, Big Stepper.
I don't like Gemini.
Hey, I'm back. Hey,
Are you sure?
Yeah, what's up, Diamond?
We calling this shoot your shot on Relationship Talk with G's. Go ahead, shoot your shot.
Hey,
Emotional, damn it.
I think you lost her, man. I think you lost her. It was at this.
Hey, Diamond, I'm calling you.
AOL symbol.
Huh? Yeah, I'm calling you. Hello? Why are you showing me that for?
Huh?
I said, why are you showing me that for? Yeah, what's up?
Talk to her, man.
What one and don't? Well, yeah, I do. I can't say what women don't. A lot of women don't.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There you go.
Do you like going to like arcades, like main events, stuff like that? Do you like race cars, like go kart and shit right up? You like one of those like hey, listen, right? Are you open-minded?
Are you?
Yes, I'm open-minded.
I'm not that open-minded.
Justin.
Open-minded. Alright,
My mind ain't open because I be ready to punch people in their face being too open.
and listen, don't punch me in the face, I don't want to smoke, I'm a good guy, you're
Don't be too open.
What do you gonna be too open? Why you want me to be open for it?
And how you gonna be an open book for any and everybody?
That's not no open for you, what you talking about? I ain't open for everybody. I'm dead ass.
I'm trying to tell you how to get me, and you're not listening.
I'm trying to get
Don't do too much. Let me like you on my own. Don't be too open. And if I can use you, I'm gonna use you.
I don't
I'm giving you
Trust-
real game.
I'm not,
Because I normally don't do the disclaimer.
not saying like, don't be mean.
She definitely don't, cause she definitely don't, cause I'm taking notes from right now. God damn it.
I mean, I'm not for the weak. I am a mean girl.
I mean, and it's alright. So like me, I'm ready to make content away from alright. Also, I got the way I'll be in the mix, alright? I break from home, I go out to play the club every week when I'm staying with my friends, alright?
Talk to him.
Also that yeah, so like what's your turn on to turn off to the guy basically?
That is a turn off.
What if I'm gonna turn off? I ain't do nothing.
Damn,
You let me talk. See, that's what I'm
Right there. That's deflection. That's deflection. This is what I was telling you. You gotta sit and actually listen. Go ahead. I'm showing my camera back.
Hey, friend. Hi, friend.
Huh?
What you were saying?
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Don't talk to me. Talk to her.
What question do you ask me at this point?
I'm talking to you.
I said I answered the question you asked me at this point because you worried about wrong shit, but you actually
I wasn't worried about that shit. I was just like.
See, look, I'm gonna stop you right there. She don't give a rat's ass about that right now. Just ask the question. Get back to it.
Alright, so what should turn on to the guy?
I have a lot of them. Number one, a liar. Number two, someone who does like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm a beautiful woman. I'm very confident in myself. I'm very obsessed with myself. So I know I'm good. But I don't like to throw in front of me. I don't. It's really a red flag. I'm not done talking.
Okay, fuck up.
I don't want to talk no more.
Just start. I'm trying. Come on, please.
What you need to do that? What you say was more important? Because you could not wait.
That was strike two.
Okay, what you mean? That's the time. I'm trying to understand.
Sean, shut the fuck up in these comments. Please, look who in the comments talking about I can tell you how to get her. Look who in the comments.
Hello?
It's Sean.
Hold on.
It was at this point she knew she fucked up.
Yo, what's going on here? Do I need to bring him to the stage? Fatima, I'm gonna take you off for a second, okay?
Hold on, don't take her off yet. See if he's willing to come up.
Are you willing to come up, Mr. Taylor J?
Are you willing to come up on the line? Or are you busy?
Hello? Excuse me, what you were saying?
He said, hell no.
Somebody say hell no. Whose music is that in the background? Oh, I forgot he was at a party. All right, come on, let's get back to it. Come on, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. You already got 2 strikes.
So I'm gonna say that I'm like, so even what you're saying, I'm talking to you.
No, you go back.
Before I finish what I'm saying, can you do this? If you're gonna speak to me, I cannot hear shit you're saying because you're in a loud area.
Oh shit. That's strike 2.5.
No, that was strike 3. Don't give me no ass. Give me no ass.
Oh no, half. Damn, I was trying to help you, bro.
You can't help him. He's not helping himself.
No, I'm here.
That's strike 4 because he had to help you. So.
No, it's not strike 4. He just chill out. And this is what the hell I got to say.
And that's strike 5. You don't tell me what to strike for me.
Ain't no strike. That's not no strike. So I got outside.
That's another strike because again,
No,
because the strike for me.
You keep striking because she's talking right now.
You already filet mignon.
You already got traded.
I ain't
I hear the music playing. What the fuck? The music is 10 strikes. You feel me? Like, out of there.
Get the French toast out of here.
Guess what? Sean gonna put strikes in.
Hold on.
Get the fuck out my
Sean
face.
had that and done that. So what?
I'm going fuck with Sean saying now. Like, this ain't that.
You should really.
All right, I tell you what. Hold on. Chill. Hold on. Bronco, chill, because you about to be memes everywhere.
I'll make you famous.
I'm gonna let them determine this, okay? I want you to shut your camera and listen. Shut your camera real fast. Okay, I'm gonna start with you, Fatima. Okay? This interaction between him and her, okay? I want you to judge this interaction in the form of words, not a rating, in the form of words. From start to finish in your perspective. Go.
From start to finish.
Yep.
Birds,
Good.
it was just he wasn't communicating properly.
Okay. No, that's your problem. You're not listening. You gotta learn how to listen. If you can't listen at bare minimum, how do you expect to pull off that chick you want?
He was being competitive. Like I feel like he was bad if he was defensive, not trying to hear her out. And he too excited. No, he needed like calm down. It was like right.
How do you expect a woman to listen to you if you are not listening to her? You can't even ask her simple. You can't even ask to have a back and forth.
Hold on, wait a minute. He's laughing.
I'm not laughing. What you talking? Ain't nobody laughing.
See, right there. You gotta learn how to take the heat. Listen to her. I'm trying to help you right now. Listen.
I wasn't laughing at that. I wasn't laughing at all. Come on now.
You're being defensive. You gotta listen. Use your ears. This is what's called right now. If you was in a relationship, this will be called a petty argument right now because you keep going back and forth.
Well, no, if he was in a quiet environment, I would have mistaken some sound as a laugh.
Alright, I'm
No.
And you probably were around so many You probably was around so many 4G phones that your phone went DSL. That's why you stayed spinning. I'm just saying.
Jesus is gonna be my only best friend that is a Gemini. He's gonna be my only friend that's a Gemini. I have no Gemini friends.
Those of you who are watching right now, follow me, Relationship Talk with G's, Instagram, YouTube. We go live every weekend.
Shit, I'm the king. I take control. She gonna listen to Sean. I don't listen to you either. So pipe down. You don't even want to go to a concert. I'll make your ass sing. You won't hop up on this live, so pipe it down.
I think that was an invitation for you to step.
She said step, or like Martin said, or get to stepping.
Yo, hey, fuck, y'all want to say? Y'all want?
I feel like the other time on this live, you're like a hot commodity, but today you're not because you just fucked up.
I ain't fucking nothing. What I do wrong? Like I was trying to listen to what you were saying. I wasn't being disrespectful. I'm saying.
I never said you were.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I want both of y'all to shut your cameras. Bronco, put your camera back up.
No, I'm not turning my camera off.
That's fine. Are you good? All right, Bronco. Let me see your face. Cam up.
I'll mute my camera though.
Okay, listen to me. Okay. The reason why you're in the predicament you're in is because you're caught inside of yourself. You're caught in your naive self. You need to listen to other people that can help you at this point, give you the pointers. The reason why it's not working for you because you keep doing it your way. So when you keep trying things your way, you have to reevaluate yourself and figure out what you are doing wrong. Therefore, when you have other people that's trying to help you, you have to learn how to listen. If you can't listen, that's just a general rule. That's not has nothing to do with relationships. That's a general rule. If you can't listen to other people, use your ears, ain't nobody gonna want to give a shit what you got to say. Every time you hear something you don't like, you gonna argue them down to the ground. No, me. You know what I do? And a perfect example, I do it on this show. When somebody starts running a movie, I get real quiet. And while they talking, I let them run their mouth for 10 minutes straight.
I'll make you famous.
I'll let them run their mouth for a whole 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes straight. And when they're done, I'll be like, are you finished?
Jamaican catering. I really. Hold on. I really need a plate of that food right now. Like, I'm drunk. I'm on that. I need Jamaican catering right now. But go ahead.
I'll let them go a whole 10, 15 minutes running a movie. And when they're done, I release the guns. You need to learn how to listen, even if it's something you don't want to hear. You know how many times I hear women telling me stuff on here that I don't agree with, but I still listen because that's how we have a flowing back and forth conversation. Okay, we're gonna switch. Turn the tables because you definitely lost with her. I threw you the big dog, the boss. This is the boss round right here. This is the boss round of Tekken right now. You lost that. Finish him. Mortal Kombat. You finished. So Fatima, bring your camera back. All right, talk to Fatima because Queen Diamond ain't yours no more. I'm taking her back. Shoot your shot at Fatima. Go ahead.
All right, I'm doing what I can. So, hey, Fatima, nice to meet you. How you doing? My name's Bronco. Where you from?
Philly.
All right. How's your day?
Oh, what you say?
I said, how's your day?
On my night?
Yeah, how's your night? Yeah, how's your night going to work?
Okay.
Alright. Do you drink or you smoke?
Do I drink or do I smoke?
Yeah.
What more do you want from me?
What you said, Fatima?
I'm gonna cut you off.
Here's another idea that's going to be very controversial.
Are you not like,
Good.
you got eyes?
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
really not trying to be funny.
Yes, I'm like, why you trying to come to the fire?
No, I'm being good. I'm really being mean. I'm just being observant and analytical. She definitely has a job on me by her religion. She does not practice in a lot of shit that we practice in as Americans.
And that was two different things. And that was two different.
But I'm gonna shut up.
And that was two different people that was two different things that people had to bring to the table. I'm gonna show my screen, but go ahead.
All right.
Are you starting to catch your mistakes?
I got you, Fatima. You know I got you, bro.
Here's the thing. You may not think you do nothing wrong, but when you see people responding to how you're responding, you're like, why they responding like that? Then you need to ask yourself this question: why they responding like that? They're responding off of you. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, why y'all? Yeah, so why?
So back to it. Go ahead.
Like,
You ain't hear me?
I hear you.
You just asked me what you did wrong, and then that's why I came back. So what don't you get?
Well, don't worry about her because you lost her already. Focus on spots.
How you doing?
And then you ignore me? Oh, hell no, I'm done.
I ignore you. I was talking to one of my friends. What are you talking about?
See, that's your see. Focus on Fatima. Huh?
And Fatima. So do you like going out? You like going on trips and all that shit? You like to drink and just smoke or something? No, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. Yeah, do you like men in bed? Do you like go-karts? Do you like TikTok and all that?
Dude, what are you going to do if I threw you on singles with Kendra?
Kendra, who the hell is Kendra?
What are you going to do if I threw you on singles with Kendra G? Hold on, Queen Diamond, your thing's spinning. Hold on.
I'm saying like I'm trying to build a conversation. That's all.
Hadron's spinning. Give me a second. I'm about to put it back in.
I'm saying like I'm trying to build a conversation. That's all, D.
Tell her Jay. Who's this? Yeah. Phone probably died or something. I don't know.
Oh, hey bro, I was trying to
He said, "Do you like go karts? Do you like food? Do you like to read?" Hey, y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill tonight. The comment section is on a roll tonight. Shout out to the comment section. Round of applause.
yeah, so hey, Fatima, do you like going to parties and clubs and shit?
Round of applause for the comment section. Hey y'all, when y'all finish, everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. You can watch this back on YouTube when we're done, okay? So
Are you on YouTube? Are you be on YouTube as well?
Yes. Every time I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on YouTube. But go ahead, finish talking to her.
Yeah, like I was saying that so like what's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah.
I don't really have one color.
You know? So like, I'm gonna get straight to the point, alright? So like what's your turn on from the guy basically? Like real talk, like I'm just trying to what's your turn on from the guy? Oh, you alright, brother?
What?
What you say? You gonna lie? Yeah, I'm gonna lie for a second. Chill. Yeah.
See, even your homies telling you to chill. Like, take a chill pill.
I am chilling.
Yeah, chill. Good.
Yeah, so like, what's your turn on to the guy basically?
You just slow down when you talking.
I said like, what's your turn on to the guy basically? I was just asking. You know.
It just depends, I guess. I don't like when somebody over talks me. I don't like being immature.
I tell you what, is there anybody that wants to join us live right now and shoot they shot and show Bronco how it's done? Please feel free to tap into the comment section or send a request. Is it, fellas? Anybody that want to shoot their shot? Oh shit! All right, come on. I'm gonna send you a request.
How you doing, my guy? Well, man, I'm gonna be back here in a minute. Soon, yeah.
I'm gonna send you a request. I just sent you a request, Sean.
They're trying to help you out.
Read that.
They're trying to help you out.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you. You know something?
I'm not being mean. You're not listening. I'm not like to respond.
No, he declined. He said he's. Do you want him to help you? He's talking to him. Oh, he said hold up. He said hold up.
And then he's not going to. Yeah, you really do. Like, how did you grow up? Like, did you have a male figure in your life?
Yeah, not really much. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's walk back to my shot. Like, I never.
Bronco. Listen to Sean's talking to you. He says, Bronco, you need help or what?
I said I do want help, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. He said he want help. So let's
Let's go.
to the stage. Sean Thunder. How you doing, Sean? No, you good, man, you good. Hey, Bronco. I had this man come up here. You ain't going nowhere. Stay right here. You running. You ain't running. Stop the cat. Stop the bullshit. I already know what you finna do. You ain't going nowhere.
Let me call y'all right back like you on the phone.
Oh, for real? All right, Bronco, where you at? Why so loud? You only got one shot at somebody at him helping you.
What kind of phone through I'm looking at him?
Bronco. Bronco. Where you got one shot at Sean helping you. Sean don't even be up here like that.
Do that again. Watch your lip again.
What?
Watch your lip again.
Now watch him. Go ahead, Sean. Shoot your shot.
Shit, I ain't shooting nothing. I'm gonna give it to bro. If you want to pass it up, then I'll go ahead and shoot for real. Hey, what's up, Sean? How you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm good. What's poppin', man? Nothing much, man. Just something to leave my party. Hey, man, you could have been shot your shot. It only takes 2 minutes. I know. No, you could have her start stalking for real, but she ain't doing it. Now she tender dry.
What?
What's up? Like, see, now you got her head moving. See, now she getting a little warm. There you go, bro. Do your thing. I'm just here to help. All right, thank you. So, like, hey, I'm gonna cut to the chase. All right, can we go on a date sometime?
No, I told you you're not.
Huh?
You're not.
It'd be nice and go on a date with that. You better be nice and let him take you on a date for real. Maybe he antisocial and need a little help. You can't help him. Bronco. Hey. You too busy, man. You can't even multitask right now. You can talk to her and do your thing on the sideline. Like, come on. You already turning her off, but you not responding.
You can't even you can't even multitask, man. How you gonna do a 6? How you gonna do a 69? Sorry, man. You lost that one. Sorry. Yeah. You lost that one. We can't bring him back on. You lost that one. All right, I'm about to bring Diamond back up. Here she come. She be coming around the mountain. When she come,
It was at this point he knew he fucked up.
Jeez, that cannot be your friend no more. I said what I said. Cause what is he on?
What's up, baby girl? What's the deal, baby girl?
I'm not your baby girl, Sean. Don't be talking sweet.
What's the deal, baby girl? You need me to talk to you, boy?
No.
Now shoot my shot.
What do you want?
Now shoot my shot. What's poppin'? Talk to me nice. I'll talk back. What's up?
I'm listening. Cause you already know what I look like.
Turn your ass up. Get your black ass back here.
Y'all, there's someone who got aged out. Just so y'all know.
Chill out with that. Chill out. Now you doing too much. That one has been on pretty straight.
Cause then you should be like, I'm gonna call Del Sean.
Hey, I remember when I was over there, Jesus, on the phone.
Don't do that.
oh, trust me, you haven't heard half the ones I played in between. Wait till you watch this shit. Wait till you play this back on YouTube. I'm going to hell tonight in the handbasket.
I'm showing my YouTube. What's poppin', YouTube? You know, it's
Yes,
your boy Sean That Man, you know. Hey, shut the hell up when I'm talking. You know, it's your boy Sean That Man co-hosting with your boy Relationship Talk with G's, you know.
They can't see you, Jeans. They can't see you.
Oh, YouTube can see me.
That's funny as hell. He tried to shoot it. Why he tried to shoot his shot with both pickup lines that he gave both of y'all?
My question is, what do you look like? Because you got a picture of Nipsey Hussle. He's deceased, so I know it's not
Shut
you.
the hell up. You know what this body look like.
I don't know what it look like.
Yeah, okay. That's why that ring light on you like that. You already know what this shit look like.
What?
Don't make me come over there.
Anyway, you have to do anything. You're not even here, sir.
Don't make me come over there.
I want problems always.
No, you loved it here. You said it.
You loved it here.
You loved it here. Everybody
I mean, I had baby girl in the kitchen. That's how much she loved it here for real.
I'm about to be in the kitchen tonight.
Make me a fight.
Sean, are you sure?
said,
Because you can't try with me. You can try with my people, but you can't try with me.
Shut your ass up, girl. I'll shoot my shot with you.
You've already been here. You can't get me back.
It's okay. It's okay. Let me be here and done that again. Hello.
No, you're not gonna be here, done that, nothing. You're gonna just stay there and then did that. And that's it.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why you throwing them hand signals up. I don't give a fuck what
That's what I said. I talk with my hands like ghetto and rap, and I don't.
Right, ghetto and white. Only white girls throwing up hands when they talk.
I know what. Sorry, you too. No Caucasian could never be a black woman. Ever.
Ever. What you cooking tonight?
Now what?
What you cooking
It's
tonight?
fine. My baby.
What you cooking tonight?
Some tacos and some nachos. Some nachos.
That sounds sweet. How long did it take for you to pick up that line? What's up, Candyman? Right, you feel me? Candyman know what's going on for real. He witnessed.
See, Bronco should be watching this right now. Bronco, see.
Candyman on the situation. What's the deal, Candyman? Candy know who head was on somebody's chest. Diamond, who is your head on for real?
My head was on my head, boy. Your head was on my chest.
Chill out.
I got footage.
Chill
Now
out.
your head was on my neck because you were riding on my neck, and I posted that too. That's on TikTok and Instagram. You want to keep going?
Hey, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. That's good.
Yeah,
Show me out then, baby girl. Show me on YouTube too.
I've been to you all. You definitely got deleted once you stopped
That's all right. I'll be back over there.
Once people stop calling and texting, like they don't even text like, hey, beautiful, how was your day? Hey, how are you doing? Then that's when I'd be like, okay, fuck you. Bye. He couldn't even call and check up on me. My sister died and shit. He ain't called and checked up on me, none of that.
It's time to get off. All right, please. It was good meeting you, man. Good meeting you for real. You have a good night. Enjoy your night. Find somebody to do the same.
They don't like to be held accountable for shit. That's what I can say. They don't want to be held accountable for nothing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Yeah, I checked that class ring, baby, before you left here. I'm gonna make you famous. You see how I left that?
I'll make you famous.
When you call men out, they don't like to stand up in the sunlight. But
That was hilarious. As soon as your drone glitched out, he popped right on.
I know, my shit died, my phone died. But you know what type
Y'all
of
got to
person
chill tonight. Y'all got to
I
chill.
don't have no chill. I want to be diamond.
Oh, man.
In the pocket.
Oh my God.
Get you. No, you can't get me. You had me. You lost. You see me and you see you. Make it make sense. Because it didn't make sense when we were talking anyway.
All right, so I do have a customer request. This is called Ask G's. I actually have somebody who called in from the show, and they gave me a personal request, and they said I could talk about it on my next broadcast. So I'm going to read the message, but she did ask to keep her name silent. So that's fine. So she says, one second. She says, and I'm going to let y'all tap in on it too. So she says, hi, I'm calling into Relationship Talk with G's. I was watching one of your YouTube podcasts. If you can call me back, or you can just talk about it on your next episode. She says, I'm sick of my baby father bullshit. Okay, so listen, we got 2 kids, and for me, it really hit home when that girl posted how you're gonna bring you no food for your kids and other kids. Mind you, I got other 2 kids, and every time he come in the house, he only says something to his kids. He don't speak to my other kids, don't do nothing for them. And then on top of that, I have to pay all the bills myself as of lately because he lost his job, and then he had the nerve to be texting other chicks. That's not what she really said. He said, so I really don't know what to do about the situation. I'm getting really upset. So I just want some advice. So if you can really talk about this on your next episode, that would be great. Thank you. Now I did try to call her back, but it said that her phone was out of service. So I don't know if that was the app number she was using, but she did say we need real niggas like you from the 215. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. I can't mention your name because you said keep it private, but I do appreciate that. What do y'all think?
No comment. That's a lot. I got too many comments. That's a lot.
I got nothing but time today, cuz. Talk to me.
Because one, I can't speak on it because I don't have no kids.
Well, listening to what makes sense, right? Listening to the pieces, and if you were just trying to make common sense out of it, turn it into a nickel. Somebody said there's a lot in the comment section. What is it given in the comment section?
I feel like it's a
And then, like, what does she actually expect him to do for her other kids?
According to his message, she expects for him to take care of his kids and the other kids that she has that don't belong to him. Kind of sounds like the same exact situation with the McDonald's video that was actually fake. By the way, we found out that video was fake. It was staged. In the comment section, it says people with kids will only understand that whole situation. I say this, and this is my advice. If you choose to be with a woman and you're in a recurrent relationship with her, you are to look out for her and the offspring because you chose to be with her. You didn't have to make a baby with her. You didn't have to make a baby with a woman that already has other children. So the damage is done there. That's the first thing. The second thing is, with the damage already being done, you're with her, you take care of those kids, and you help her with the other kids if you choose to be with her. That should have been the agenda already if you chose to be with her before you had kids with a woman that already had kids by another man. Let's make that very clear. Okay? So, yeah, you choose to be with somebody that has kids, you gotta bear the weight of everything that comes with it, not just her. Or don't be with her and be with somebody that don't have kids. Am I telling the truth? I don't have kids, but that makes sense. If you choose to be with a woman that has kids already, that's your choice. You didn't have to. But if you choose to go that route, you take everyone and everything that comes with it, or none at all. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. So that's her problem as well too, because she had a kid with this one, had a kid with that one. That's fine. They were out of wedlock. Okay, so what my advice to you is, you have to ask yourself, are the two of you together? You have to ask yourself why he's doing this. You have to take accountability in this as to why he's moving the way he's moving. The only reason why he's moving the way he's moving is a reaction of whatever is coming from you. So you have to ask yourself, if you two are not together, do not expect him to no longer help with the kids. If he was helping before, that's fine. Because I'm sure he probably came off as the guy that was really good. He helped with you. He helped with the kids. And I'm sure he was the man that you were with before you had a kid with him while you had your other kids. So that's my advice to you. You kind of got to just stick it out. You got to stick it out. Pick one of them. Because if you pick a man that ends up working with, you get married with him, guess what? It ain't going to be perfect with him either. So pick one of them men, work it out, co-parenting, and learn how to stay. Because it's not going to be perfect with any man that you choose to be with. Because life is not made to be perfect. So that's my advice to you. You sit down, talk to him. You already skin deep in. You have a child with him. You got to do the best you can to make it work. If your life is not, unless your life is in immediate danger, where you have to run, get shelter, protection, run from his man, unless your life is in immediate physical danger, you need to sit down and try to make something work, because it's not going to be perfect with any man that you're ever with. I don't care how much money or how he in the world that he has. I don't care how high his notoriety is. It's not going to be perfect with anybody. So make a perfect imperfection out of your relationship, because you're going to have flaws with every person that you deal with till you die. So make it work with this man. If he's not putting you in harm's way, make it work. You made a baby with him. And that's my advice. So if you see this back, that's my advice. That's my professional advice for you. And also, your number didn't work. So reach out to me. Relationship Talk with G's on Instagram. Relationship Talk with G's on YouTube. You can DM me on Instagram. If you want to get some professional advice, you can book a session. The booking link is in my bio. If you want a professional one-on-one session, the book link is in my bio. You can book through the Square app and enter your debit card information and everything, stuff like that. It's a secure server. Everybody knows about Square Pay. It's a secure server. It's the same one that Kevin Samuels is using. You can book a session with me if you want further advice. Because I've been in that situation before. It's a sticky situation, dealing with somebody with an offspring that wasn't mine. The baby father was still active in the child's life. It became very problematic. So if it's my choice, I choose to be with a woman that doesn't have kids. If it comes out to be that way, fine. But I'm too in my purpose with myself that I could demand what I want and get it. At the age of 30, and as a man who is at the age of 30 and who has no kids, I was 3 years ahead of the niggas. I was 3 years ahead of the game. And I've been working for myself for over 3 years now. Nice house, nice car, you get what I'm saying? And I'm in my purpose. I'm on 3 lines of income. It takes the average rich person has 7 lines of income. I'm getting up there. I'm on the ladder. I'm in my purpose. So I can demand what I want. When you control the narrative, when you control your life and don't settle, this is what I mean by settling. If you're that new car at the dealership and you cost the same price as that used car, which one you going to pick? Which one you going to pick?
What you said?
If you go to the dealership and you want looking at that new car with all the bells and whistles and you see the same car except it's a little older, the used car, and they got the same price, which one you buying?
For the same part, the new one.
You're going to buy the new car. So if I choose to have a woman that I ain't got to worry about no kids, no baby mama drama, no baby mama drama, no issue with dealing with another baby father coming through in and out. I ain't got to worry about words or her or what they like to say. Once a woman has a child with a baby father, I ain't got to worry about her going back fucking the nigga. I ain't got to worry about none of that shit. Why go into those issues if you just choose to have a woman with no kids? Let me read the comment section. In the comment section, which says, I'm going to go all the way back. He says, I went through that situation before and had to walk away after years in that relationship. He says, I have no hate towards her. I just had to walk away and find my happiness. That situation I was in and went through, I walked into that situation and she had 4 kids. You hearing this from men yourself? If you don't believe me, look at the comment section. The men will tell you. This is facts. Numbers don't lie. He says, X, why I went into that situation. Shit, I couldn't really tell you. I just went into that situation with all good energy. After the years, we had a blessing, brought in a healthy baby boy in the world. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for some people it'll work, some it's not. But if you choose to be with somebody that has those kids, you can't, unless you're having a one-night fuck fest, one-night stand. If you're going to choose to stay with her for the long haul, you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to take everything that come with it, man. And you got to be able to financially support all of those kids, even if they're the ones that are not yours, or don't be with her. That is selfish. Not supporting the other kids is not yours if you choose to stay with her. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't have kids with her yet. Now, if you have a kid with her, you get what I'm saying? That's your choice. You made that choice. So you got to deal with the consequences that come with it. Whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence. He says, my situation, I was the only provider in that situation. I paid for everything. You see what I'm saying? And he chose to step into that. And he stepped into it and he came stepping 10 toes down. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. For real. Shout out to the men that know that they didn't have to make it. But he did it. He's not making excuses about it. I would like for you to come up if you want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. He's coming up right now. How you doing, boss?
What's going on, y'all?
How you doing? What's your name?
Hello, baby.
All right, now how old are you? If you mind me asking, how old are you?
33.
33. Okay. I go by G's. I'm 30. Introduce yourself. This is Fatima.
Yeah, I'm right.
So elaborate on what you were saying. I mean, because you was spitting some bars there.
So basically, everything I said in the comments, it was true. I knew what I was getting myself into. It is what it is. You know, me and her, you know, hit it off right. It just happened to, it just didn't work out. And the only reason why I say that is because I can't just sit back and be the only provider in the relationship.
Right.
And also get talked down on and get blamed for everything in a relationship. And just got old.
Right.
When I tell you I pay for everything, dinners, birthdays, amusement parks, field trips, everything. I pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And I ain't gonna say that I have the best career in the world or whatever. I just do security. But I get to make my own hours. Basically, I get the money. I do all this. But when I told you I have to walk away from a situation, it was just unhealthy for me. As a grown man and you know everything. It's like I told you in the comments. I have no hate towards her. I just have to walk away because it was just unhealthy for me. And like I said, I found peace and I found happiness outside of that situation.
Now you said you had a child with her, right? You had a baby with her, right?
Yeah.
How did it work after the breakup as far as like co-parenting?
Co-parenting is I ain't gonna lie, it's actually good. I get to see my son every day, pick him up every day, drop him back off. He stays the night with me, you know, vice versa. There ain't no issue, no problems.
And here's the thing: one kid, okay, I can understand that, but two kids, that's a choice. You get what I'm saying? So you just had one with her, that's cool. A lot of women will give that a pass. You get what I'm saying? Especially if they know they're not.
Not a lot of men will step into a situation with a female that got.
Yeah.
That got a whole, you know, basketball team. Everything.
For real, man. Like that's why I said shout out to you, man, because shout out to you. It couldn't be me.
They can't be. Don't see everybody tells me that too. Nigga, you better than me. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? No. But you know, it is what it is. And to put, like, I guess to put all my business out there, I guess, whatever. The deal breaker that I had to walk away was I got told if she was to get into another situation, that my son will look up to another dude. I was like, and when I tell you I had to fall back and not call her out her name, I was like, you know what, I'm going to just end this conversation. And everybody kept telling me when she told me that, she was supposed to see a reaction out of me. You're not going to get a reaction out of me because I'm not going to give you that type of day to give. Because
this is proof that there are men like you that knows how to walk away before shit gets ugly. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you could have. You could have ended up in a Blueface situation. Y'all could have been at war. Left corner, right corner in the ring. But you chose to be the better person
You don't get off this line. Prince, C3, JJ. Yeah, so I never had that conversation with her. I just, after that conversation, I just left her alone and we just do our co-parenting. Every time we do have a talk, it's all about the baby.
What did he mean? He said everyone face when you said that.
Because I know him, and see, he's still learning. You know, his situation is different from mine, but I know who that is.
Gotcha. And then Prince, if you want to come up here, you know, speak your piece about your situation, not his, about yours. You know, I'm definitely open ears because you know it's a tricky. Yeah, come on, let's talk about it.
Come on, sir. Hop on this line.
Let's get into it.
His name is Jordan. Okay.
How you doing? Introduce yourself. What's your name?
Hold on, y'all.
I got it. Take your time.
So what was you saying, Miss?
And all right. So what's your name?
What's that, y'all?
How you doing? What's your name?
Jordan.
And how old are you?
I'm 30, bro.
30. All right. Are we the same age? Okay. All right. So yes, talk to me. What happened? In terms of your situation, you said you had a similar situation, but it was different.
I don't know. What exactly was you telling them, Phil, about your situation?
Okay, so
they basically hurt my situation. Okay.
All right, so he got into a relationship with a woman that had 4 kids already, right? And you know, their relationship, that he had 1 child with her after that. You know, the way that their situation didn't work out, you know, he handled it very maturely, which most people saying they wouldn't. And I guess somewhere in that part, you messaged and said everyone's face when you said that with the mad face emoji. So I wanted to know what was that about? What did you mean that triggered you?
Yeah, no, that was more for that statement when she said that something about another man your son will look up to another man. So I looked at your reaction and I looked at her reaction. And everybody kind of just like cringed. So that's what I meant by that.
Gotcha.
Like, and that was the same reaction I had, where it's like, ooh, that's a bold statement, you know.
It is, and that's why it's really hard, like for a man to actually choose to be with somebody that already has an offspring that's not his, because you can't discipline him the same way that you could of your own. You get what I'm saying? It becomes an issue if the baby father is still active with the kids. Every time he gets to be around the kids, by default, he ends up being around a baby mom. That turns into a war. It's very, very, very tricky. So he said you had a similar situation. What was yours?
My situation aren't necessarily the same as Phil's, but it's almost the same. I got something to add.
Go ahead.
And even during that situation, before I brought my son into the world, the other 4 always used to tell me, "Dad, I ain't gonna listen to you." I'm like, "I'm good, like shit." I didn't know how to respond back to that. I just left it alone. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna let your mom take care of that. I'm not the dad. So I'm just here to not be the active dad, but you know, if I'm with your mom, you know, I'm pretty sure your mom would explain. You have to show me some type of respect because I'm an adult. But at the end of the day, I have to eat that one up. You know, my dad, this and that. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to be running to like, okay, well, where is he at? Is he here? You want to call him? Oh, okay.
I know it's tricky, and I see some in the comments because I'm reading all the comments as well too, and I see something here that is a cold hard fact. Somebody said, Mr. Goodbest too. Shout out to you. He said other men raise other men's kids every day in the hood, big. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But it doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean that it's easy. And this is what he's talking about. This is another thing that I didn't even mention this part. He brought this up. This is new, but it's a big fact. Sometimes the kids will give you pushback. They're going to give you pushback because they're not your biological father. I've had that problem as well, too. And I don't even have kids. Now,
you deal with somebody that has kids before?
Yes, more than once.
How long was that?
The first one was about 6 months. The other one was for a year. Now, the one that was like for like 6 months, I had a great relationship with their kids, both of them. We had the closest relationship. Like I had a whole nickname and everything, right? A cold handshake, all that, dad, all that, boom, boom, wow, like that. Like we was close. But the differences between me and her affected my relationship with them because she kept running back to her baby dad. She was afraid to run from him, go away from him. She kept going back to him. And I kept coming back. And I kept accepting her back when she came back. That's a problem. She kept going back to her baby father. Yes. What broke her?
No, but like she kept running back to her, but why would you keep running back to him when she's in a relationship with you?
Because at that present time, I was a sucker for love, and I really liked her. I really loved her, and these are the things that I learned from my exes. That's why I don't talk shit about them because I picked them.
That's true.
And that was a situation that broke my relationship with the daughter because of me and her separation. It made me resent her. Here's a different situation. I had a relationship. I don't want to put zodiacs into perspective, but I was a Gemini. Different situation. I was a Gemini. She was a Gemini. Her daughter was a Gemini. Great relationship with her daughter, but there was times where her daughter gave me pushback. The daughter gave me the same pushback, and sometimes she would lie and say certain things that I didn't do. Her mom called and she got in trouble because she truly knew that I wouldn't dare do anything. Like one time, I think she said that I slammed her hand in the door. Wasn't true. And she said that and literally told me like that she was gonna be at some spiteful stuff, playing with me. I'm telling mommy that you did this. You get what I'm saying? And here I am while she's at work, just me and her, me watching her child, or just her child with me. Here's the trust that she put to have her child with a man who's not her biological father. You get what I'm saying? So, yes. You get what I'm saying? And these are the things that I tell women all the time. If I could take accountability for the decisions that I made, you get what I'm saying? We can't blame everything on the woman. Maybe the woman fucked up a relationship, but let's take accountability because we made that poor choice, that woman. And we're a reflection of who we pick.
Well, see, that's part of that whole, we got, sucker for love, or whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, that's just the good men that we are. We're going to be sucker for love, whatever, but we also not gonna be taken for granted.
Here's some of the comments. Shout out real quick. Shout out to the kings and queens. Mr. Goodbet says, "LOL. I respect the honesty," with the emoji. Yep. But go ahead. Continue what you were saying. So we want to keep everybody involved.
Of course, we're gonna be second from love, but we also going that's gonna get old. And if we have to walk away from those situations, then that's what we're gonna have to do. That's what I did. I had to walk away. I still see my son every day. I see him every day. And the co-parenting is good. So I never got put in a situation where she trying to stop me from seeing my son.
Right.
But forget about me. I'm like, all my business out there, whatever. Let's let the homie talk about his situation.
Right. Talk to me. Yep. It's your turn.
Hold on one second. But now my situation, I feel that more so a situation of just somebody benefiting off of just security aspect of it.
Okay.
That's all. I have a baby by her. She has a son. That's already 14, about to be 15.
Okay.
I have 3-year-old. We co-parent. It was one of those situations that more so than anything, it was beneficial for her, and which is fine.
All right. So you're currently not with her right now?
Yeah, we separated. Didn't end too well, but it's
Who was the perpetrator? And I'm gonna ask a difficult question, unless it's easy for you to answer. Who was the perpetrator to the demise of that relationship, and who ended it?
That's a good one. I would say I can't answer that, bro. I don't know.
Mr. Goodbets, when I get a chance, I'm gonna add you in.
Yeah, let Mr. Goodbets get in here, man.
But in the meantime, finish telling me who ended the relationship. Let's start there. Who ended the relationship?
It was a circumstance that was beyond.
Fatima, I'll bring you back, okay? So I can bring Mr. Goodbets since I had you in from the beginning.
Yeah, it was a circumstance beyond recovery, I would say.
Okay. So would you say that she was the cause?
I mean, not to blame her, but technically it was a circumstance beyond recovery.
Right.
Obviously we all play a role in.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like you could take accountability whether you fucked up or not. But the bottom line is who actually fucked up. Somebody actually has to be the cause. So were you the cause or was she the cause?
As far as
who was the cause to the nail in the coffin? Who made the final straw when the other person said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out"?
Yeah, that was her.
That was her. Okay, but you take it. And that's what it is. If that's what it is, that is what it is. How you doing, Mr. Goodbets? How are you?
How y'all feeling, gentlemen? I'm okay.
I'm good. I see you spitting some bars in there in the comment section. Talk to us.
First off, it's a serious job, man, to step in and deal with somebody else's kids.
Right.
On any level. That's in a relationship. That's where whatever. That's like, so that's commendable. Period for any man to do, because a lot of men don't step up to their responsibility. A lot of men they got a lot of issues, whereas they won't deal with the children or the repercussions of a relationship. So if you step in, that's honorable, but you also gotta realize that women use that use children a little bit like a tool and as a weapon against men. And that's their children, or they might use your relationship with the kids that's not yours. So that's something you always gotta be on guard.
They use them as a pawn against all the men, right? The men that she's with and the baby father.
Right.
For her own selfishness.
Right. So because either way, once you're in a relationship with a woman, you're dealing with the kids as well. If y'all in a serious relationship, and in a serious relationship, you start to get feelings for those other kids. And you can look up and grow up with daughter.
What kind of dog is it?
Little furry dogs that I got her that I should.
I tell you about making somebody these goddamn dog moms. That's the worst mistake you can make. I'm gonna have to give you the Kevin Sampson.
But no, I dealt with a girl when I came home, and she had 4 kids and a foster son.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry. I think that tops all y'all stories. Definitely tops mine.
Elizabeth, she had that Johnson too. She was putting that motherfucker on me so crazy. I was picking them kids up from the daycare on college.
She had that Johnson and Johnson. She had the Johnson and Johnson.
Bro, she had me wild out here. But I ain't gonna lie. And she had a son and then a younger daughter. The son was older and wilder, and he was acting as his father. Oh, yeah. And her son actually got a lot better because of me and his relationship. Like, you know, he started doing better in school. He started not acting out so much because he had, like, I guess, a male influence around him. But, man, yeah, that's a lot. I'm going to just say that I probably wouldn't do that again.
But you learn from you. But you know what? You try things and you learn. It's like Black Eyed Peas. Like, you can't say you don't like Black Eyed Peas unless you try them. But maybe we try Black Eyed Peas and add some rice to it. And, you know, now you got the sauce. Now you got the sauce to the Krabby Patty. Bottle of the evening, guys. Cupcake Vineyard Chardonnay. Every night I do a show, I have a bottle of the evening. Except that one off.
Yeah, my girlfriend like that wine you drinking. Hey, dog, get off me before I choke you out.
If you guys want to see this real fast, you know, this is an actual full podcast studio, but this is my bottle closet. I spent a lot of money building this bottle closet. So, yeah. So, tell you a little something about myself. Now that I have everybody's undivided attention, relationship talk with G's. I go by the name of G's, and the G's come inside of that relationship talk comes from a music artist name, A1 G's. I'm a music artist, born and raised in Philly, graduated from Performing Arts High School, and I've been podcasting on Instagram and on YouTube for over a year and a half. I didn't just pop up on here. So I've been doing this for quite some time now. I actually do professional one-on-one relationship counseling. And, you know, I go off of my experiences, other people's experiences, and I take things and then make it make sense. If it makes sense, we can do it. Now, there's some things that I don't have expertise. Now, there's some things that I've never had, that I've never been before, like I've never been married. So when we have some of those conversations, I do bring in people that I know that actually is married, have a successful marriage. So I do bring other people in because it's other people that have different things that they can bring to the conversation that I can't. So, you know, and I've seen so many different changes in people since I've been doing this a long time ago, and I really enjoy it. I do it all the time. So I just want to tell y'all a little something about myself because I know none of y'all don't know me. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and get back to what you were saying because you definitely spitting some bars right now, Mr. Good Biz.
Nah, hey man, I ain't no one knows me either. I'm like I'm like low key myself.
Definitely, but that's crazy. Like you said, she had three kids and a foster child.
She had 4 kids and a foster child.
Wow. Wow.
Now, I'm not saying did you have a kid with her? No, I ain't had no kids with her. I got my kids all grown except I got a 10-year-old daughter. But that's how with her. No kids with her. So you have the right to walk away without any type of drama, BS coming your way. You can leave that in the past and just move on with the future. Listen, that is 100% true. I mean, me and the girl still friends, man. And she's I'm gonna tell you, she's a great mom. I do girl like but you breaking up, I ain't hear you say that again. How do you the girl that she with right now? And basically, I think what he's trying to say is how does your girl right now that she with right now, how does she feel like you talking about the girl that she talking about?
In other words, does your current girl approve of this message? If she heard it right now, would she be calling you, cursing you the fuck out?
I got 5 girlfriends.
The comment section says,
That's one of my girlfriends right there. She put the thumbs down. Or nigga, you can't be in this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. All 5 of your girls.
Emotional, damn it.
3 of them is here.
My God.
Friends where? Right here.
Holy shit.
No, wait. Actually, it's weird tonight. Y'all call me T in the room. Yaya on the couch. And I gotta go to work. She in my daughter's room.
Can I ask you a question? What's your do you have a certain religion?
I mean, I'm Muslim. I was raised Muslim.
Okay. All right. That's all I was getting at with this. That's the only thing I was getting at with it.
Hey, Taylor. Nah, look, everything runs smooth over here.
She said, please seek help.
Yeah, please talk about it. Nigga said 2 in the room and 1 in the daughter's room.
Well, that's his girlfriend.
Listen.
That's no BS.
I ain't a home wrecker. I'm staying out that one. That's between you and your wives.
So they gonna say, please seek help.
Get the
That's
French
between
toast
you and
out
your
of
wives.
here.
I'm mad that you left, BS, but it's cool. Hey, you gotta work. Nigga, she ain't left, nigga. She comes back. She gotta work. She's traveling phlebotomist. She goes to different hospitals, so she had to start at like 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Well, by all means, get your money, but
No shit. Sorry, y'all. Phone overheated. That was getting saucy, y'all. That was getting good. That was getting drippy. That was getting very, very drippy. Let's see if we can get him back on here. That was getting drippy. Sorry, y'all. My phone overheated. That was a good conversation, man. I want to see who in here actually followed me. But that was good, man. I enjoyed that, man. That was great. This is history, man. This was history. Them things was rolling in. Let me send this back to people. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. How you doing? I'm giving everybody a chance to thank you for the follow. Everybody's trying to get everybody to tap back in really fast. That was a good conversation. I'm trying to remember some of the names. But yeah, I mean, he's telling the truth, man. Is he telling the truth? Like it's not easy. It's not easy for invite. I just sent you invite. My phone overheated. My other phone overheated. This one right here. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. What's happening with you?
I don't remember. I didn't see the other two guys' names, man. Damn. Wish I had those two people's names. But yes. Go ahead. You were saying?
Oh no, I was saying that it's a serious job, man, to take on with somebody else's kids. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, a lot of women, especially, man, a lot of women got kids. Like, you know, and in this day and age, it's more prevalent than ever. Like, you know, men be abandoned in their homes. You know, women have babies for the wrong reasons. Men have children for the wrong reasons. They're not ready mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. So it'd be a lot of issues that I guess when you're having children. Assalamu alaikum, Muslim.
Walaikum assalam.
So, you know, it ends up that I guess a lot of men end up in families and circumstances with you know, other kids out of wedlock that, you know what I mean, they not, you know, the biological parents of. But, you know, I look at relationships as similar to like a job. So being in the circumstances as a man is just a job. You do your job, take care of your family.
I say this all the time. Like a relationship is a business.
It's business. It's true. It's you deal with it like that. So if everybody doing what they supposed to do, you know, you gonna step in and do what you're supposed to do. You know, they had this big thing on Instagram not too long ago where the guy showed up with food for one of his kids, and for one child of the girl and the other kid, like he ain't have nothing for him. There was a big argument. It turned out to be like a skit, but that's actuality. A lot of dudes do that. You know what I mean? Yes. I agree with that. But I'm gonna tell you something. That's a lot of people don't understand. When you got say, all right, I give you an example. My daughter's 10, but her oldest sister's 15. No, she's 16. Now, when I would do for my daughter, because her her father was like a bum. He wouldn't do nothing for her.
Right.
But I would have to do for both of them, because if I was to just do for my daughter and not really include her, she would internalize that and start to treat my daughter bad.
Right.
Because I like jealousy, which is like natural.
Right.
So you actually put your kids in a bad situation when you try to, especially if you got money and you doing for your child and not for the other one, because they'll get mad at the child who get new sneakers and new clothes, and they'll start to ostracize them and treat them bad. So you got to kind of spread love to the other kids, and then it'll change. They'll actually look out for your child, because you know what I mean? My daughter making it happen for her because her dad's taking care of her. So she'll be like protecting her more and treating her better.
Right. And the people forget that it starts at where? It starts at home.
It does start at home.
Yes. So I want to read some of the comments that just tapped in. Somebody said Muhammad has a lot of wives, so GB ain't doing nothing wrong by having multiple women. He just has to do it the halal way.
You're right, Bobber. I don't know about if I'm getting married to everybody though. I'm gonna marry BX. BX, we're going down the aisle first.
Gotcha.
The room.
So like, and I did one of my episodes that I did a couple weeks ago. It was called I don't talk shit about my exes because I picked them. And I talked about the most relevant relationship out of all of them. This is the one I was with her for a year. We lived together. I don't like to charge anything to zodiac signs, but let's just say it. I was a Gemini, she was a Gemini, her daughter was a Gemini. I was a supervisor at the same job, she was a supervisor at the same job. I helped her become a supervisor. I was her supervisor. Our relationship was very private. And until text messages got exposed, she had ex issues. Her ex ran on her, took her phone, and sent these text messages pretending to be her, and sent it out to everybody on her job and screenshots. So that's how that got exposed. That was the first issue.
That's crazy.
And everything about keeping your relationship private is important. Keeping it out of the public's eye. Once it goes to the public's eye, no matter how it came into the public's eye, you then become a target for people to mess with you and test you and your relationship. People that are outside of your relationship, men that may like my woman, and women that may like me, and would do everything to break that home. Well, another part of the problem was offspring that didn't belong to me. Okay. Let me read before I continue. Let me continue to read the comments. I want to be very involved with the comments. One person said, I am the baby mother of a man who is currently on life support. I never met his family till today. We have a 3-year-old daughter, and they want me to bring my baby to the hospital lobby so they can swap her.
That's a lot. If she need to come up here,
No, I don't think that's a lot, man. Listen, you got to think about it. Y'all had a relationship that you claiming a baby for 3 years.
Listen, what did Kanye say? 18 years. 18 years on an 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his.
Listen.
That's real talk.
Yeah, I got a partner just found out the baby wasn't his. So I'm not, man.
They still pay child support though.
Well, I mean, the boy on life support, if he make it, I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, maybe he'll be pulled through, but if he don't, I mean, their family gonna want to be involved in the baby life. But they gotta know that what they get involved in, they don't know her. So I can understand that.
Right. That makes sense though. And then and back what I was saying about as far as the child that I was dealing with, offspring. So it was problematic because the baby father was very much active in the daughter's life, which is fine because they're still going to be protective over their child. I'm talking about those who actually do care for their child. Maybe it didn't work out with him and the baby mother, but they're still an active father in the child's life. They're not going to want another man around their child.
Yeah, but that's not reality.
It's not. It's not. But
that's just crazy.
But the reality out of it, that's what causes war.
And it don't work out that he's the last person that she gonna deal with. That's not reality.
Mm-hmm. But
so unless you gonna keep her forever, you gotta realize that the next man gonna be in there whether it's a serious relationship or she just getting cracked. It don't matter. It's gonna happen.
And the other situation I was talking about, this was kind of like the opposite. Great relationship with the kids and stuff like that. And the woman, just a long time ago, she kept running back to her baby father. She kept running back to her baby father, like she just couldn't leave him and not stay away from him. Like she would leave him, move back to her mom's house. She would disappear for a while. I would go back. And this is the one I was telling you, like, why didn't you keep going back? Because, like I said, you live and you learn. The older you get, the more you should be able to learn from your mistakes. Because some men, they can get old as 50 and 60 and learn a goddamn thing. But I learned. I grew up in a house full of women. So I got to see from the youngest to the oldest. That's a lot of emotions in one household.
Yeah, I believe you. And learning is application. What's up, Mir? Learning is application, and you got to realize this too. Like, man, and I used to didn't understand this. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I used to didn't understand, like why people would really stay in toxic circumstances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until I got in a real toxic one, and I stayed. And I kept going back to it for no reason. It's like literally no reason. And you just, I don't even know, I can't even say what it is. It be a little bit of like, you gotta look inside yourself and see what it is about that negative circumstance that attracts you and makes you want to be a part of something. You know what I mean? And sometimes we reserve the hope that you won't change a person. But that's really rare. People are who they are, and what they do is they just keep on showing you.
You start off like you end, folks. And if she starts off manipulating, she's not going to stop manipulating.
Listen, man, listen. Believe it, but listen. And that's the same thing when y'all women meet guys that got a bunch of excuses and problems and issues. He go have those 5 years later, baby.
And if you choose, and if she chooses to ignore the red flags just because he had good dick, pause. Because that's what it is. That's reality. A lot of people say a lot of women say because he got good sex, they can't get enough of it. They can't keep running back. They're dickmatized. That's the truth.
Yeah, listen, that is facts. That listen, they definitely, man, listen. Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't make one woman a dick. So You can't swipe that dick nowhere.
I'm cracking up.
No, I don't think stay in toxic situations no matter what. Like,
But this is what I was saying too. She can find this the right, he can find the right woman and stuff like that. At some point, you're going to have to learn to be with the imperfect one and stay, because no relationship is ever going to be perfect. We were not designed to be perfect. No situation will be perfect. No situation will be perfect. You with somebody that's married 30, 40, 50 plus years, no situation will be perfect. At some point, you two will lose a sexual flame unless you rekindle the flame. You won't even be having sex.
right? No, I'm saying it depends on the situation y'all going through.
No, I get what you're saying. In the best case scenario, it still will not be perfect. No relationship is perfect.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I mean,
it's about the couple who's mature enough to go through a lifetime of dealing with their problems together. People give up so fast. Now, unless you're in immediate danger, outside of that, people don't know how to deal with shit and stay. And just
I'm gonna take this right here. Here's the thing, and the danger don't really affect it either. They stay with that even. Listen, sometimes, man, they stay with the danger even. That's better. Listen, they start getting ass whooping and choke bugs.
It's true. They be getting shot. Well, it's not funny because people do be dying behind it, but it's just like
the danger aspect of it. But I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what I learned. Okay, so I read that the suffering, pain, agony, frustration, hurt, I guess disrespect. All of those things have the same. I want to say they have the same addictive aspects to them as joy, as happiness, as success, as winning, as love, as care, as pleasure. All of those they have